Misfits drummer Joey Image was active with the band for just a few years, from 1978 to 1979. He provided beats on two seminal 7-inch records, Horror Business and Night of the Living Dead. Like many of the Misfits drummers, Joey had a limited run. After the Misfits' disastrous 1979 UK tour with The Damned, Joey Image left the band.
I'm playing a gig. I take a pop on my snare and I break the head.
Oh, shit.
And I had no backup. I had no roadie.
Playing on a tom-tom, they just didn't give a fuck. They didn't think about all the bullshit that had to go with this tour.
Image went on to drum with a number of other punk bands. He briefly reunited with the Misfits for one show in 2000 at Fort Lauderdale's Culture Room. You know, it seems like a recurring theme. Being a Misfits drummer ain't easy. Case in point, October 17th, 1982. Following a concert at Tipitina's in New Orleans, the Misfits and some hangers-on decided to search for the grave of legendary voodoo queen Marie Laveau. Still in full makeup and punk regalia, the Misfits headed to St. Louis Cemetery No. 2. Unfortunately, Marie Laveau is buried in St. Louis No. 1, so they were off by one. Before they even got inside the cemetery, they were quickly busted by the cops.
Yeah, my brother Kenny was with us and he had all the money and he got away. We spent the night in jail. When he came to bail us out, he bailed out me, Jerry, and Glenn, and then he looks at Rob over dead serious and he goes, "I'm sorry, I don't have enough money to get you out." The look on his face, it was the best.
How did he get out?
We had the money. He just
Another band legend is a tour story. Drummer Googie asked for 2 cheeseburgers at a McDonald's stop while they were on tour. Danzig denied him the extra burger and told him he was only allowed 1. This caused Googie to finally leave the band. Joey Image certainly had feelings about his experience with the Misfits. When I asked him if he worked on the art for the band, he told me, quote, "Glenn never let anyone do shit." From at least 2016, Joey was battling liver cancer. He told me he asked the Misfits to do a benefit show to help him cover some medical bills. According to Joey, the Misfits refused. Later in life, Joey took up painting and did some incredible drumhead paintings. When Joey was diagnosed with liver cancer in 2016, the medical bills piled up. Joey's drumhead paintings became a main way he was raising money to cover his medical bills. I was lucky enough to purchase one of the drumheads. But so how did you find out about the drum heads and purchase one?
Funny thing, Dennis Ball right here. He bought one, posted it on a magical thing called the internet, and I saw it and fell in love. And I ordered one, and then I posted mine on the internet, and sure enough, somebody else bought one right after me that I know too. So
I got the EC inspired one, the Taxi.
Right.
The Haunt of Fear, I think, or Tales from the Crypt cover. Which one did you get, James?
I got Where Eagles Dare, Psycho 78.
Really great selection, the Batman one. Did he do a lot of Batman?
Yeah, with the orange and the purple, I just fell in love with it. And then on the back, he gave me a note.
Which is really special.
Yeah.
He put a photocopy of an old band flyer in there, and he wrote a note on the back of it for me or something. Yep. Nice.
That's the one I got. I don't know if you got the same thing.
Nope, I got something a little different. Thanks, Meat, for your support and being a loyal fiend. I hope you treasure this drumhead. The future is looking kind of bleak. I want to thank you for your help. All the best. Cheers, Joey Image. There was a point where he had a bunch of them for sale, and it seemed like, oh, you can get as many as you want, and they were affordable. I think they were $200 or something. And now they're just gone. I feel really fortunate that we were able to snag, basically a piece of rock and roll art history. Joey's financial struggles encouraged him to produce dozens of drumhead paintings, which fans snapped up for a song. The themes of the paintings spun off Misfits album cover art, as well as related pop horror sources the band swiped from, old horror movies and horror comics. Joey also did some custom pieces, like this one I snagged based on the Jack Davis drawn cover of Tales from the Crypt 36. Joey was painting these in earnest for about 3 years at least. but there's no telling how many of them there are out there. Based on web research, I'd guess there's a few dozen at most. If you find one for sale, I would snap it up. These paintings are no longer available, and I doubt that collectors holding them will let them go very often. I'd never sell mine. Hey listen, if you dug this video, please consider subscribing. About 95% of my viewers are not subscribers, so just clicking that button, which is free, is a huge help. And check out one of these other videos here. This one talks about when the Misfits first played at CBGB's.